Good morning. It's almost 0800, so it's time to get cooking. Welcome back to America's Most Honest Kitchen here. We're had a little bit too much coffee, but that's okay. That's normal for this time of day. So we're gonna keep this one short and sweet, mainly because it's shortbread. That was a total pun. I am a dad. Zacrates operates on puns and beer because of the whole, being a guy and being a dad thing. But anyway, we're keeping this one short with shortbread. If you're here, you've obviously met me at some point. You know I like to eat. Either that or you're sitting around Googling type 1 diabetes and this is what comes up. Let's hope it's the latter. You don't want to know me. So, the recipe's really basic. It's real simple. It's a 3-2-1. It's a tiered system of 3-2-1. 3 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. So, all you're really doing is taking, say, you have 2 cups of flour, right? You have your 2 cups of flour. That will mean you need 1 cup of softened butter. Half of the previous measurement, and then half of that previous measurement would be half a cup of sugar. I might add more sugar, you never know. So, anyway, real basic. Plop your room temperature soft butter into a bowl. Dump half a cup of sugar on the butter. Your 2 cups of flour, add it slowly. Done deal. The trick to making cookies, any kind of cookie, you don't use a spoon to mix the dough, right? That's just not what you do. What you want to do is bake with love. Use your hands. Really be a man about it. Get in there. Or lady, I'm not being sexist over here, I'm just saying use your hand to mix the dough. Squish that butter around. Touch the butter. Love the butter because butter is great. Plus, you get that sensual feeling when you're listening to Scorpions. I don't care if it's their power ballads or Rock You Like a Hurricane. It's just one of those bands, coming out of Germany in the 1980s. They're like my favorite thing on earth, aside from breathing in and out and smoking cigarettes. Scorpions are rad. See, once it really starts to incorporate in here, you'll get this doughy consistency. Just squish. Ooh, run it through your fingers. It's kind of fun. You'll enjoy the heck out of this. It's one of my favorite parts of making cookies is when the consistency really starts to come together. Now, once you have that pretty well mixed together into a dough where there's not a lot of powder all over it from the flour or nothing, we're almost there. Can I knead it? Knead with a K. Knead. Or is it a G? I don't know. I'm really good at spelling, but I can never spell the word knead correctly. I think it's like G-N-E-A-D or something like that. Or it's a K, and I'm just screwing it up altogether. Nobody knows. Anyway, there's your blob of dough. Made with love, you can tell by my hands. And it's friggin' everywhere. What are you making? A mess. So, anyway. Now, I honestly don't know if there's any cookie cutters or rolling pins around here. It's just a regular kitchen, not exactly a cake shop, you know what I mean? So all this kind of stuff, the fancy stuff, I don't even know where to find it. So, like a good degenerate, as I'm hoping you are too, I'm going to use an empty pint glass. Not the full one, that's too messy. Take your empty pint glass, right? Sprinkle a little flour on it. Just rub it on there. You don't need a lot, just enough where it's not going to stick. You do it over the dough so that all that excess falls right onto the dough. And we're using our empty pint glass as a rolling pin. Get it nice and rolled out, right? You want it thick enough where it won't, like, you know, just spread out into a sheet of cookie, but at the same time you want it kind of thin, I guess. Maybe I would say like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, couple centimeters, whatever, but honestly, we're not measuring here. We're just trying to make some good morning dessert. Good morning dessert. For lack of a cookie cutter, here's what I've done. I have taken the lid from a mason jar, just the ring bit, and I'm going to use that as my makeshift cookie cutter. Boom, like that. You're gonna keep doing that until your pan's full. And here's the other thing, I already preheated the oven. I'm all about prep. The key to success is solid prep work. I preheated it to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. That should be adequate. I think to everyone else on the planet, that would be about 163 Celsius. I don't know, I'm not from there. I'm from here where we heat it to 325. So, this should make a number of cookies that is contingent upon the size of your cookies. Your cookie cutter makes a difference, it does. So, I put this on an ungreased pan. These are big cookies. I'm doing it pretty big. Most people do them, you know, much smaller than this. They use a tiny little cookie cutter, make fun shapes, whatever. I'm using the lid off a mason jar. This is America's most honest kitchen. So we've got our 163 degrees Celsius oven here. We're gonna just toss them in. For, yeah, let's just start with 10 minutes and, oops, that's the reheat button. I want this one, 10 minutes. Call it a day. When they're mostly done, you'll find that they're kind of not really golden brown. They're similar color. Maybe there's some golden brown around the rim or something, but they don't change color too much. These are more about consistency. And the right consistency is going to be a little bit harder than dough. Here we are rolling out. Roll out. Our second pan is like the quickest, easiest, most possible thing. Super, super doable. A child can pull it off with minimal assistance. Maybe even just permission. So we need, probably one more, maybe two. We'll see. Where's my rolling pin? There it is. Oh, we can get one more out of this. We're going for 6. Yeah. We're going for the double 6. 2 pans of 6 makes a dozen cookies. And that is a wonderful vehicle for stuff like strawberry jam. You can always put some strawberry jam on these. Hell, you can even grab yourself a little extra sugar. This is just sugar. All right, now just sprinkle. These ones are going to be just topped with sugar. The other ones I'll probably do a little bit of jam, just to add some extra sweetness to the cookie. Because if you're not eating cookies for the sweetness, you're living for all the wrong reasons. There we go. 2 kinds. A little bit of variety goes a long way. You don't want to let your life stagnate. It's kind of like those people that wake up every morning, eat the same avocado, whatever. I don't know. I wake up and I eat a cookie. Crank up some nice 80s butt rock and enjoy life. Boom, like that. Let's check on this. They've been in there for a whole 3 minutes and they're not ready yet. And I'm sure you're going to want to get about your day, so I'm going to cut this, but first, oh, looks like all the previous batch got eaten. Oops. So I can't really show you the finished product. Do it yourself. Super easy. 3, 2, 1, boom. You got, easiest way is 2 sticks of butter, that's 1 cup, 2 cups of flour, and half a cup of sugar. Mash it all together. Roll it out, cookie cutter, pan, 325, wait a bit, you've got cookies. It's that easy. Oh, and don't forget to treat yourself, because that's really what life's about. Like, subscribe, do your thing. Not my problem. What you do in your own time, that's between you and Jesus. Bye, dudes.